You're welcome to this video playing Galat, yeah, from Spain, and now he's really playing. Let's see. Taking his time early on. I'm ahead on the clock. Yeah, let's keep that time advantage. Okay, I'm trying for the King's Indian. Yeah, maybe. Now he's getting quicker. Maybe he found his opening book. Okay, the 4 pawns attack. Yeah, main moves are c5, knight, a6. And I'm going for c5 here. Oh, he's taking. This is a dangerous line, in fact, which I don't know well. I think Kasparov took with the pawn back in the 80s. Didn't he? Not sure. Yeah, the idea is if I go e5, he will play f5. And in fact, f5 is his idea here anyway. Not easy. Yeah. I don't really know how black is supposed to play that. Yeah, maybe knight d4. Maybe this is even what Kasparov played back then. I vaguely remember this game against Larry Christiansen, and I think it was the some sort of interzonal tournament, something like that. Very important event. Yeah, but what did I gain? Not much really. Knight d7. Maybe get the knight activated. b8 to c6. I don't know. I really prefer white here. It looks dangerous. Okay, this is a very artificial maneuver, but maybe if he plays f5, I mean I can take it all off. ef, gf, and say okay, attack me. I'm trying to defend him. Yeah, I don't know if this was any good. Okay, queen h4. Yeah, I can play h6 on that. Exchanging queens would be brilliant. He could, of course, after a move like, let's say, queen h4, h6, he can try to make a sacrifice out of it easily. But I don't really believe that this can be completely sound. Yeah, I have knight b4 now, with knight c2 threatened, and d3 hanging. So this should at least exchange some stuff, which is probably helpful. Yeah, knight c2 will get the dark squared bishop. And maybe here, take here knight c2. Not 100% sure if I should do that really. The knights are not bad, really not. But I get I get 2 bishops for 2 knights. You know that this sounds very tempting to me. I guess you will take. Would be strange to not take it. Yeah. And now I'm getting the other bishop as well. Here we go. Okay, if I plant it on d4, he will probably just sack the exchange. Yeah, but is this so great? I have e5 available. Yeah, it's not clear that this helps him. Yeah, very tricky. The pawn here is also very weak. Okay, but bishop d4. He also has queen h3, which is quite nice for him. Okay, playing consolidating move. Yeah, I had this suspicion that this is not really great for me. So the two bishops were too tempting. d6, yeah, d6 is really weak. Maybe even a move like the instant knight b5 could be good. Yeah, or that one. That's very very clearly dangerous. Okay, but it makes the pawn structure somewhat somewhat rigid. Sorry, somewhat rigid. So it's not clear that that is so great for him. Bishop to c6. e5 is also potentially weak. The question is what happens short term, like knight e4, these kind of moves. Queen h3 hangs the knight. This is not really great. Yeah, knight d6. Okay, but I'm going here. I want to put the bishop on c6, even if it costs a pawn on c5. Queen c5 would exchange queens, which must help me. And knight c5 I really don't believe in. I also have a move like rook f5, attacking e5. Yes, that's possible, clearly. But I thought that at the end I'm getting this important pawn, and this is worth more than. I mean, the bishop should be really great here. Sorry, I've got something in my throat. Okay, to d3, interesting. Yeah, we'll take on e6.
Time warning.
I'm not so sure where to put it. It's not so easy. Well, it does not do so much on the long diagonal. I rather keep an eye on this knight. Yeah. Now the pawn on c5 is actually something that I can attack. I go here. It's got knight c7. But I take d3. Yeah, this hangs the rook on f1 as well. Could take c5 now, or g5. Yeah, that's the problem with knights. Sometimes they turn out to be clumsy pieces. Now I'm winning one of them. This one.
Check.
Just going a5 and rook g8. It is relatively easy from a technical point of view.
Check.
Rook c2. I'm going to win the b pawn.
Check.
And one of those will fall as well.
check, check, check.
Yeah, the pawn is
White
pawn
forfeits
is
on time.
promoting. Yeah, that was a bit tricky, but it's always hard to evaluate here. But okay, you know I have this this unhealthy bishop thing going. I always want the bishops, and of course this is excellent with 2 bishops for 2 knights. The question is if this was right. I mean, it probably should be okay for me. Yeah, the computer is on 0, 0, 0. It gives a knight d6 here. Bishop. Oh no, now it wants to exchange. It gives us about equal. Yeah, the knights, I mean, they're active. No doubt about that. Maybe I even had better continuation here. The computer wants to take on f1 and play rook f8 with some advantage. Yeah, maybe that's tricky. I mean, this now I'm pretty confident about. I think I should have at least an excellent compensation for the pawn. Yeah, this I don't like really. It's not great. It exposes the c-pawn and does not really do much. The computer wants to take here.
Check.
And take here, get the pawn. Yeah, which I just from general grounds I thought should be about yeah, compensation. It's just that the bishops are so strong. Maybe knight here. Yeah, this bishop e4, that's also not so great. Yeah, I'm always threatening to take off one of the knights and do something like rook f2. It's not so easy here. I'm threatening bishop d3 and mate him. So it's tricky. If you go here, it does not help. I mean, this bishop is just a long-range piece. You cannot play g3. Yeah, if you play something like that, it runs into this business again, threatening rook d6. That's already good for black. So it's a bit tricky. Computer wants to do this, and now h3. After which at least I can do that, being a bit more comfortable for me. But okay, white should hold this, of course. Knight f3, and yeah, knight to f3, a rook, let's say, to c2, and just stay. This is a draw. Yeah, so I think I have compensation for the pawn. It's not like black is winning or anything, but it can easily turn out to be tricky. Here white is in big trouble, and here he's close to being lost, I guess. But okay, here the computer points out knight d5, which I didn't really see. Oh, here rook d8 was stronger. Yeah, first attacking that. Yeah, I see the point. This is much more precise. It's not clear what his move is. If he moves the rook, which this looks like a good idea, I go here, and again, where's the knight going? It does not have a great square. If it goes here, I just grab this. Yeah, rook b1. There's rook d2, and I'm invading. Yeah, just this is an excellent endgame and very tricky to play. It's no wonder that he quickly gave away material, because it's very awkward if you have those knights and they don't have any great stable outposts. I mean, this is not a stable outpost on f4, and this position would be much different if he had, let's say, pawn on c3, knight on d4, knight on f3, which is fortress-like. But here the knights are simply dependent on each other and can easily lose one of them. All right, thanks for watching.